In this video, we will see a quick setup for Blender in the rendering settings, so we can manage better the rendering process and we can speed up if we have enough power. So this is about the hardware mainly, if using CPU or GPU render. Now to test this, we can use a scene that we can find in the web. So I'm gonna get a model here from Polyoven. So you can go to the Polyoven site and go to models, and you can get like models for free. This is the author here, you can like, and this is the file format. So we're gonna go directly in Blender and download. We don't want like heavier than 1K, so I'm gonna save it, and you can support Polyoven and donate, etc., etc. So I'm just gonna open up the Blender file, and I want to talk about how to set up the buckets or tiling. So this means that we can essentially change the way Blender will render. So you can render without buckets or tiles, or you can set up this. And this depends on the CPU and the GPU that we are using. So if you use CPU, is suggested to use smaller tiles, because we can set up a resolution for these tiles or a size. Or if you use GPU, you can use larger, depending if you have like stronger GPUs or graphic cards in your computer. If you don't have a graphic card, you're using only the CPU, you may want to reduce the size. And again, this is just a choice. You can decide if you want to use them or not. So this is the content of the file that I've downloaded. It's zipped, so I need to copy this and extract this into a folder. I'm just gonna extract it here in my Blender 4 folder. I'm gonna paste everything and then double click to open up the file. And you don't really know how this has been set up. We just need to run a render and see, but you can see this doesn't have camera or anything, so it's easier to take this one and copy it into our scene. So right click and copy, or Control C and go into the other scene in Blender and just paste. So right click and paste, or Control V, and this is now hidden behind that. This is a really large cube. This is a 2-meter cube, so we can reduce it, or we can just use it as a base. It doesn't really matter here. So this is the object right here, and that's the camera. So if I click, we can see where the camera is aiming. And if I want to adjust this, I can quickly expand the sidebar on the right and go to the view and lock the camera to the 3D cursor and just, sorry, to the view, not to the 3D cursor, to the view. And then I can zoom in, so I can frame this lion head. And okay, let's assume that this is fine for us. Let's unlock the view from the camera and just run the render. So when you run the render, usually if there are no changes, the render will be like for every single pixel in the image. While if you use bucket rendering, it's going to change it. Let me just adjust also the position of the light. So that's position of the camera there, and that's the light. I want to bring this like a little bit more frontal. Okay, so it looks a little bit better. And so where do we set up the render? We need to go in the rendering tab, of course, here in the right, and we need to change this into cycles, which is going to look immediately better. And you can see here, you can choose the device like CPU or GPU. And also you can use multiple GPUs if you have the setup for that. And this is the sampling. This is the one that is used in the viewport. This is the one that is used in the render. So I can set up also a time limit. Let's set up like 4 minutes, so for M. Now we have a bunch of panels here. Let's like close everything so we can see clearly. So the initial setup can be done with the sampling. If you go down, you'll have performance, and this is where you can choose if you want to use the threads or not. And right now the thread mode is in auto detect. Auto detect means that the system is going to be like automatically detecting how many threads you can use. You can leave this as it is, or you can set up like fixed value. So if you want, you can render like 4 buckets at the time, meaning like 4 tiles at the time if you use tiling. Otherwise, you can render like even more. So if you have more power, you can push this up and this will render like a fixed value. And this goes with the tiling. So if you use the tiling, you can decide the tile size. So if you put something small, they need to be like multiple of 2. So it could be 2 and then could be, well, the minimum is 8. So 8, 16, and then you have like 32. Then you always multiply by 2, 64. So this is suggested for really fast render. So if you have like smaller tiles like 32, and for using CPU rather than GPU. The stronger the GPU is, the higher you can put these tiles size. And then you can just, well, just run the render here so we can see. So when you run the render now, you can see is rendering one tile after the other. It's not rendering like the entire picture at once. It's just like moving pretty fast from one tile to the other. So that's another way you can render basically. Let me close this. Okay, so if we increase the size, let's make this like 512. That's better for stronger GPUs. So if you're planning to use the GPU, you're gonna switch here GPU, set up like a higher tile size, and that's gonna be a more demanding render. But again, this is just you designing your balance on your, if you have specific, like also if you have multiple needs. So GPUs. Let me change this into 64. So you have bigger, and also if you go here and look for the region, you can do render region. Here in the format, you can see it's in another place in the output. So you have this like dash line right here. So I can click on that dash line and like render only a part to be even faster. So if I need a faster render, I want to like concentrate on the parts that I need. And also we can crop the to render region if we want. So that's only gonna render in there. And so when you render the image, you can see it's only gonna render that part, and it's going pretty fast because I'm using smaller buckets. And also here, up here, you find the possibility to use render region, also to clear the render region. So if you need to wait, of course, for this. And there you go. So that's the result right there. And that's the render region is clear. So you'll find the render region here in the format, not in the render, but in the format. And also you can change the resolution. You can make higher resolution images like 4K, 8K, depending again on the power that you have. You can bump this up. And well, that's for animation, FPS. I think that's gonna be good enough for this video. That's the render region right there. Again, you can activate it, you can resize using the corners, and so you don't need to wait all of the rendering if you're just rendering one part of your object, or you want to test like a material or something. You can go quicker with this. So this will be all for this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, subscribe to the channel to stay updated. If you want to support us, please join the channel as a supporter. Check our other courses and video guides in Blender and other rendering and modeling software. Thanks, and see you in the next guide.